Hey Atlanteans, we're playing a 2,000 point game between Grey Knights and Space Wolves. On the Grey Knights side, we've got a Vindicare Assassin, a unit of Terminators, a Purgation Squad with all Psy Cannon, Psybolt ammunition, another Terminator Squad with Psy Cannon, Psybolt ammunition, which this one also has, a Strike Squad with Psy Cannon, Psybolt ammunition. All these units are actually inside the bunkers, but it looks a lot cooler on the outside, and they're all housed in our brand new Fortress of Redemption. And then I've also got a Librarian with a unit of Terminators. They will be deep striking, along with a Nemesis Dread Knight with Personal Teleporter, Heavy Psy Cannon, Heavy Incinerator, and a Great Sword. And they're, like I said, facing off against Space Wolves, and I'm going to pass the camera over to Victor, and he'll explain what he's got.
Alright, on the Space Wolves army list, we have 2 units of Long Fangs, 4 missile launchers and a last cannon in each squad, and the Jaw is in the top squad there. And I also have a 5-man unit of Grey Hunters fielded, and then everything else I have in reserves. And I decided to go a heavy drop pod list, so I have 5 drop pods. I have 2 units of Grey Hunters. They're 8-man squads, both with the Melta, and one has a Rune Priest in it. I have 2 squads of Wolf Guards in power armor, both with Mark of the Wolf and a Power Fist, and I have 4 Combi Meltas and 3 Combi Plasmas in there. And then I have 1 more unit of Grey Hunters. This one's 10 men strong with a Flamer and a Melta. And in each Grey Hunter squad, I have a Mark of the Wolf and with a Power Fist. So that's great. Space Wolves, 2,000 points, and we'll be back with first turn. Alright, Space Wolves, turn 1. A lot of things happened for first turn. And pre-deployment, the Jaw's using divination powers, all of them, and the Rune Priest is using his Codex powers. He rolled a D6 and rolled a 6. So to get
D3.
Well, he rolled a D3. Thank you. And enemy units within 24 inches treat the ground or movement as difficult terrain. My 3 drop pods came in. There's the ones with the Wolf Guards. That's the other one with the Wolf Guard. And then the Rune Priest with his 8-man Grey Hunters. This one here landed really close to get screwed by the Warp Quake from the Strike Squad. Thank you. But they landed just out, and these guys came out and blew up the bunker there and took out the last cannon. This squad here then shot at these guys. They came out and took out 2. And the last squad there was just one guy made it into the Melta range, shot, missed, and then I shot the other 3 Meltas and also did nothing. And then the bottom Devastator squad, or Devastator Longfang squad, shot at the Vindicare, took him out. And then the last squad here shot at the walkway there, tried to blow it up. Rolled a glance, but he passed it on his cover save. So that's it. Armor save.
No cover save.
Oh, okay. Armor save. So that's first turn for Space Wolves. We'll be back with Grey Knights turn 1.
End of Grey Knight turn 1. This unit of Terminators moved up onto the barricade. The battlements. The Strike Squad moved from this tower down to the battlements. The Purgation Squad stayed in the walkway, and the Terminators that were forced to disembark just kind of scooted away from those guys. Then in the shooting phase, the Strike Squad and the Terminators over here managed to knock down 2 of these Wolf Guard. They passed their morale check, so they're sticking around. And then the Terminator squad, with the help of the Purgation squad from the walkway, knocked this unit of Wolf Guard down to 2 models. They also passed their morale check, and that was it. So we'll be back at the end of Space Wolf Turn 2.
All right, turn 2 for Space Wolves. First things first, the Jaw got his power where I ignore cover. It really didn't help since a lot of my stuff missed and fell to wound, but I did manage to knock off one of his strike squad guys. My second drop pod came in, or my 4th drop pod came in. I know the guys that shot the melta to the building did nothing. Everybody else kind of moved up, and this unit here kind of they kind of surrounded this impassable terrain now since I blew it up last time, because I didn't know whether to assault the building or to shoot at the not paladins but the Terminators. But after realizing that my Power Fist guy is only strength 8 with his Power Fist, I decided to just shoot at the Terminators. My Rune Priest there tried to do Jaws of the Wolf, but they passed their Deny the Witch. And then my other Long Fang squad took out 2 more of the Strike squad there. And that's pretty much it. We'll be back with Grey Knight's turn 2.
End of Grey Knight turn 2? 2. Wow. Both of my reserves, the Dread Knight and the Librarian and Terminator squad, came in. They both pretty much hit where I put them. Then in the shooting phase, rest of the movement phase, the Terminators up here hopped down. Didn't manage to fail any impact tests from hopping down. The Strike squad that was up here hopped down. The Justicar failed and died. Then in the shooting phase, the Purgation squad in the walkway shot and killed, 6?
Yeah.
6 of the Grey Hunters and managed to get a wound on the Rune Priest. And then they failed their morale test and ran. Then the Terminators that hopped down shot and killed 2 of the Grey Hunters that were over here. And the Nemesis Dread Knight shot and killed 2 of the Grey Hunters over here, and one of the Long Fangs. And then this unit of Terminator shot at the Long Fangs and killed 2 more. And the Grey Hunters stuck around, but the Long Fangs failed their morale test and ran backwards. And then in the assault phase, the one remaining Strike Squad member tried to assault the Wolf Guard over here, but got chopped down with Overwatch fire. And then the Terminators assaulted the Grey Hunters, didn't take any wounds from Overwatch, and managed to kill the unit without taking any wounds in return, and consolidated just basically out of line of sight of all those nasty Long Fangs. So that was it for turn 2 Grey Knights. We'll be back at the end of Long Fang's turn 3.
Alright, a lot of stuff happened here in the movement phase. 2 squads rallied. Drop pod came in over there. They ran. Those guys there moved, and then these guys here moved behind this drop pod. What else? Shooting. The Jaw did get his 2 powers off to reroll hits, and to make the Dread Knight here reroll saving throws. But with all the shooting, a lot of wounds. No, actually not a lot of wounds. Maybe a fourth or a fifth of the stuff I hit with wounded, and he saved it either on his 2+. And this guy here, I shot a lot of stuff at him, and he saved all but 1. So that's it for Space Wolves turn 3. We'll be back with Grey Knight.
End of Grey Knight turn 3. General movement from my Nemesis Dread Knight and my Terminators over here. Just moving closer to these units. The Purgation Squad stayed where they were, and the Terminators over there moved up. In the shooting phase, I was counting on Astral Aim from the Purgation Squad and rolled double sixes, so the Justicar bit the bullet, but they redirected their shots over here at these Wolf Guard and killed 3, and they fell back. And then the Terminator Squad took some shots over here at this Grey Hunters pack and managed to do 3 wounds, 2 or 3 wounds, but they stuck it out. They're not moving anywhere. Then over on this side, the Terminators took some shots at Najal's unit and managed to kill 3 of the 4 heavy weapons teams. And the Dread Knight killed 1 Grey Hunter and 1 Long Fang. And then in the assault phase, assaulted into the Long Fangs and wiped them out. So that was it for turn 3. We'll be back at the end of turn 4 for the Space Wolves. End of Grey Knight's turn 4. The Purgation Squad are just rocking it. I used Astral Aim on the Grey Hunters that were up top. Managed to get, 10 wounds? No, 9 hits, 9 wounds, 4 Rens, and pretty much killed them down to 2. They did stick out on their morale. And then the Terminators moved up, shot at the Grey Hunter Squad over there, managed to do 1 unsaved wound, and he fell back, but we were unable to get to him in close combat. So that was it for Grey Knight's turn 4. Be back at the end of Space Wolf's turn 5. Okay, this is going to be a big turn 5 wrap-up for everybody. In the Space Wolf's turn, the guys on top just moved over and shot their Melta at the walkway and missed. There was the Wolf Guard there moved up, shot their pistols at the Terminators and failed to do any wounds. The Grey Hunter also moved up, shot his pistol and failed to do any wounds. Then in the assault phase, the Grey Hunter attempted to assault the Terminators, and we overwatched and killed him. Then the Wolf Guard here failed to get into close combat. And the Wolf Guard over here, the Mark of the Wolfen with the Power Fist, assaulted the building and managed to do 2 glancing hits, which we saved the resulting wounds with our armor. Then in my turn, the Purgation Squad used Astral Aim to kill 1 of the remaining 2 Grey Hunters there. And the Terminators moved up and killed the remaining Long Fangs and just kind of settled in on the point. So that was it. Oh, and then the Wolf Guard still in base-to-base with the building, managed to do 2 more glancing hits, and we saved both of those wounds as well. So that was it. We'll see if it's continuing on to turn 6. Victor, roll the dice. And it's a 2. So we are finished with the game. Victor?
Good game.
Good game. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back with some thoughts on the game and tactics in just a bit.